Welcome to Weiss Software's VisualCAM video series. In this video, you will learn all about the commands that allow you to remove stacked and isolated pads from your design. Before you begin, make sure that all your pads are flashed and not drawn pads. To quickly make sure that you don't have any drawn pads, use the colors bar to make your flash and draw colors different. If you have any pads that are drawn, use the Convert Drawn Pad command to convert them to flashes. See the video in this series, Convert Drawn Pads, to learn more about this command. Once you have confirmed that all your pads are created with a flashed pad, we are ready to begin. I'll start by removing any stacked pads, which removes any unnecessary pads that are stacked one on top of another, or are completely buried and on the same layer, like this example shown here. To remove the unnecessary pads, select the Tools, Pad Removal, Stacked menu command, or click on the Remove Stacked Pads toolbar button. In the Layer box, select the layer from which to remove stacked pads. Define a tolerance if you want any pads that are offset from each other within a certain amount to be considered stacked. If you wish to only process a select window of pads, select the Window option. Otherwise, the entire layer is processed. Click on the OK button. If you selected the Window option, define your selection window. The pads are processed according to your selections. You are presented with a confirmation dialog of how many stacked pads were found. Click on the Yes button to confirm that you want to remove these. Click on the OK button in the Note dialog to exit the command. After processing the stacked pad removal, I no longer have two pads at the same location I queried before running the command. Removing isolated pads is just as easy. This command will remove any unused pads from your inner layers and isolated pads that are completely drilled out on top and bottom layers. Again, make sure that any drawn pads have been converted to flashes before you begin the command. Select the Tools, Pad Removal, Isolated command using the menus or the toolbar button. In the Layer box, select the layer or layers that you want to remove isolated pads from. In the Decode box, you can select a specific decode that is used for the pads you wish to process, or select All to process all the pads. If you wish to only process a select window of pads, select the Window option. Otherwise, the entire layer is processed. The Remove Drilled Pads Only option will remove any pads on the top and bottom layers that are smaller than the drill, which would cause these pads to be drilled out. Select the drill layer to be used for this option. Click OK to run the command. If you selected the Window option, you will be prompted to define your selection window. The pads are processed according to your selections. To verify the results, turn on the inner layers one by one, and we can see the isolated pads have been removed from my inner layers, and my drilled out pad that we previously found is now removed from the top layer. This completes the stacked and isolated pad removal video in Weiss Software's VisualCAM video series.